Hello, this is Dragon Blades. Welcome to the second VOD of the SuperStar update. The first one was Exogryph, the Adamant Rail, and now for this run we're going to be showcasing the new Stygius, aka the Blade. One thing to note is that in the SuperStar update they have added aspects to the game. Simply put, they have different bonuses, permanent upgrades to the weapon. Poseidon, you smack the cast out of them once you special. Nemesis gives you crit chance after you special. I like using Nemesis. I think it's just very applicable to every situation, very versatile, and just solid damage. One thing to note is that the special is now changed. Instead of irradiating from you, instead you do kind of like a half spin. What I like doing is I like to cast this and then dash. So during that cast time, instead of just standing in one place, I'm able to move and maneuver myself. Just a quick tip in case you come back to the blade and it's different. One thing to note is that they have also changed the pact of punishments, so a lot of things, can be different. In this case, we're just going to do 2, since that's all the bounty is required. On the left, it requires 2 heat. That's what we will do. In this case, I'm adding all 3 Fury Sisters into the final boss fight of Tartarus. So if this is your first time playing or these are early run-throughs, you're not going to run into all 3 sisters. Have no fear, it's just one of them. But in this case, might as well showcase what it's like to fight all 3 sisters, which I think is a pretty neat trait that they've added into this game.
Just have to cross a couple rivers then.
I remember when the Furies update first came out with Thanatos as well. I was worried that I was going to fight all 3 Fury sisters, and that kind of scared me. Okay, for these, the special isn't bad, but it's not great. In that case, we're just going to go for Poseidon's Wrath. So we're going to cast into a dash. We're going to just ram into them, or slam into them, however you want to consider that. Alright, that's that. We're going to take the Chaos Gate because we have a lot of health at the start, and there's no reason for us not to take it. No, guess we're not specialing. In this case, we're going to leave with our cast. So once our cast is lodged inside them, we'll have that amplified damage, and then we just go from there. Look to kill the ranged ones first. That was a bit awkward. I could have just thrown a cast at them after he's done attacking. Oh, I accidentally specialed. Oops. Old habits die hard. Go for the ranged ones first. Throw a cast if she tries to run. Wait for him to dash first. If you're unsure about what they're going to do, just play it slow. There's no reason for you to rush these encounters. We're not on a timer, we're not on anything, just take it at your own pace. Always kill the ranged ones first, because you never know where their attacks are going to hit from. Man, this is annoying. Taking a little ticks of damage. We're going to go for Dionysus, because we're playing sword. All of our attacks are very fast, so we can unstack poison very quickly. And that's the goal. Maximize damage wherever you can. Dodge that. You might attack us. Generally speaking, once an enemy doesn't have any armor on them, their health bar is in yellow, you should be able to keep attacking them and it'll buffer their response timers. Sometimes, this is for most enemies. There are certain enemies that this doesn't work on. She's in an awkward spot. I didn't want to step on the trap. For them to attack, and we go back in. Like the sprite that charges at you, that one's annoying. There are a few other ones. Oof. More for special. The problem is we can't chain our special, so at this point either nasty dash or positive outlook, both are good. We'll take positive outlook. Not going to stop ourselves, and we just want more encounters right now. Plus we can't buy anything either. So notice that these guys have armor. Definitely gonna wait for him. And then once we break his armor, then we can smack around. So what I meant by the charging sprites were guys like these. Even though he has armor, there are times when he doesn't have armor and it doesn't do anything. And you attack him and it doesn't do anything. This is fine. Normally, if we go for a palm and there are no boons that we have that are good, it's usually a waste. But Wrath having this oh, you get special again. Having this epic Wrath being upgraded by a level, I'm gonna look to go around them. Oops, didn't time that one well. There we go. We're gonna cast it, and as soon as they spawn, be careful of right dashes because this guy has armor. He's gonna charge again. Oh, almost got trapped. That's fine. This isn't bad. It's not great. It's not bad. We're going to alter it to see if we can get something better. Perfect. Keep in mind, altering is something that's only available once you get very far into the game. You have to max out pretty much everything else on the Mirror of the Night. So this is something that's available to me right now. If you're just starting, this will not be available. Watch out for these. Yeah, I took a risk there. I didn't have to dash in. I could have waited for him to attack twice. Oh well. As for the call, we just want to do donuts. We want to run around in circles. That way we can continuously hit them. This is fine. Doom procs as soon as what's it called? As soon as the special hits. So in this case, or we're not, or it's just one and done. It's perfect. Alright, where are they spawning? Right here. They all have armor. There we go. Let me continue onwards. For these laser guys, we ideally want to dash diagonally towards them, because they can only shoot in a straight line. Right here. Cool. That was close. Gonna take this chest. As long as the chest doesn't have any keys requirements to open it, you can go for it. No real risk to that. I'm looking to line them up, or crowd them up, as you would call it, and then want to just slam into all of them with special.
That's quite enough.
Gemstones aren't that great. We're just gonna go for darkness. Oh boy. In this case, I would love to take out the laser ones first, but witches were closer. Always run circles around them, so they can't hit you in a straight line. Oh boy. Can. I was gonna loop back. Yeah. Sometimes you're in an awkward spot and it creates that situation. Oh, that was close. Where the lasers intersect, and then it gets real tricky because then you lose a place to dodge. Oh, so in this situation, this is very interesting. We could go for Chaos Key, but we don't want to lose the chance to go for Hammer. Hammers are just way too good. Wait for this one to spawn, smack them down, spawn smack, spawn smack, spawn smack. Essentially, we're just spawn camping. Supernova's good. Double Edge is also really good, but we don't have anything buffing up our attacks right now, so we'll just take Supernova. Yep, free money. Holy crap, this special is so large now. What the heck? What is this radius? Man, this is a good upgrade. Sorry, the reason I'm going for this side is for the shop is because I have a lot of gold. If you have over 300 gold, just go for the shop. It's well worth it in that situation. I'm gonna take this. We could take another one to Poseidon's aid, but don't need to. We're just gonna make our special a little bit stronger. Go for Zeus. Ooh, interesting situation. Cast is really, really good early. If you have cast upgraded like 1 or 2 times, it's pretty much you're guaranteed a free run through the first few levels. But Thunder Dash is super useful. We'll take the cast right now. And I'll also take more health. Okay, so Tisiphone, same idea. She has 2 dash attacks. One of them is a charge, one of them is a charge then back. Actually, let me clarify. She has 2 charge attacks. The first charge attack is that's a sister. The first charge attack is a stun, then into a dash. This one's probably dash back, yeah. Oy, that's a lot. Alright, we're just gonna use our Wrath on her next. After we get a cast in her, then we're just gonna charge her a few times, and there we go. Took a bit too much damage in that one, but it's fine. We'll heal up. Oh, really wanted that. Oh, well, we'll just take a heal. Anything else? Yeah, no. In general, you don't need to take those augmentations from the shop, since they only last a few rounds. And just generally speaking, if none of them are too appealing, other than the Death Defiance, I generally don't take anything from the shop. Sometimes the health, if my health is already low. When you come into Asphodel, always try to attack in front of you. What happens in these chambers is that sometimes there are witches, and you can't see the witches, which is really tricky because sometimes you just dash forward and a witch has already shot her bullets, and all of a sudden you just have bullets coming at you. Oh, yeah, that was not fair. That bomb totally curved. Whatever. Then we're gonna run around, see if there's anything good. Nope. We're gonna go for the encounter. If you're in Asphodel and you see this encounter situation, you're always gonna run into Eurydice. And she has some quite nice stuff. Alright, we're gonna gift her another one of these ambrosia bottles, just to further our relationship with her. As you can see, now that we're full-hearted, there's no reason for me to give her any more of these. We just have to keep running to her and talking to her.
Look, Eurydice, I promise not to bother you with this each time, but you should know your husband's...
I don't think they got married.
What am I supposed to do with that, Your Royal Majesty?
Oh, she's got sass.
I don't know yet. But you know what? You shouldn't take my word for it.
Don't think I'll be running into him anytime soon, from what I understand. But you're the Hades kid. You want to pull some strings on our behalf? Go right ahead, I guess. But I won't hold it.
Okay, so in cases for your first time around to seeing Eurydice, this is what she offers. Ambrosia Delight makes 2 boons go up into the next rarity. That means, it's random, but it also pushes, if something's epic, purple, it will push into legendary, which is a reddish orange kind of thing. Only 2, it says up to 2 random boons, which implies it could be 0 or 1. From my experience, has always been 2. Palm Porridge booms get a +1 upgrade. Basically, you get a palm for basically 4 boons. which is fine. Refreshing Nectar. Your next boons have upgraded rarity. When I took this twice, every single time, or not, every single time there's at least one epic, and then I believe all of them were at least rare. So quite nice. In our case, our boons right now are really good, so we're just gonna take Ambrosia Delight.
Sounds good. No problem.
Okay, positive outlook's not bad. We wanted the special to get there, so this is fine. I was hoping for cast to go up one, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. Oh yeah, there's a lot of lasers, a lot of lasers. Trap guild. Gonna spawn camp this one. Oh yeah. Watch out. Man, he's using our strategy. Gonna spawn camp this first one. Need to run away from the lasers. Oh, they pulled them on. Oh, good.
That's what I keep saying.
Good. Nothing here. We have Dionysus, we have Ares, and we have Shop. It's between Dionysus or Ares. We'll go for Ares.
Next time.
There's a chance that we could go into Ares and Zeus's revenge duos, which is a theory that I have about this new patch. Shoot, I just wanted the jar. For some reason, duels just come a lot easier this patch for some reason. I'm not sure if it's how the game is coded or that's just how it is now. Regardless, I try to aim for duels every time. There goes that bomb. The spawn camp this first one. Not always kill the blue ones first since they make everybody invulnerable. Real pain in the neck. Watch out, he has armor up. We're gonna go always behind him, so because he can't shoot behind him. Or he can, but if we hit him first, he won't shoot. We're looking for any guy who's ranged. In this case, none of them are ranged. They're all just gonna charge me, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that we don't have to avoid anything in long range, but bad in the sense that if they get close, it's gonna hurt. There we go. Oh yeah. So let me explain duos. So duos for impending doom. We can't stack it right now, so we're just gonna take it. Okay. So how duos works is that you need to have for two different. You need number one, you need two different gods. Number two, you need to have something on the left hand side. What I mean by that is you need to either have an attack, a special, a cast, a dash, or a wrath. If you have one of each from different gods, more likely than not you'll run into duos. Some duos are more finicky than others, and you need more specific requirements. In this case, between Zeus and Ares, that's the case. I need to find revenge damage. So basically, if I get hit, I counter and I do more damage though, which is what we're trying to go for. I'm gonna spawn camp on this side because this one keeps spawning. Watch out for the witches behind me. Can't be up here, it's fine. The annoying guy's still alive. Oh no, I took damage. Whatever. We're gonna take kills where we can. We're gonna aim for the weaker ones because in this competition, a kill is a kill. It doesn't matter how strong the enemy is. Doesn't matter if they have too much armor. Just one kill is a kill. Oh, you can kill them. We're already winning. And if you win the competition against Thanatos, it gives you a Centaur Heart, which is quite nice. There he goes. These are fine. We'll take Chaos Gate. And we're going to we're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for no Centaur Heart. Ideally, by the time you hit the third stage, you want to have, or by the time actually by the end of the third stage, you want to have around 200 health. That's a good amount of tankiness, just to help you live through what they throw at you. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes you get it way later, but generally, or it's not possible when you first start out the game, just because you start at much less health, and so you need so many more hearts just to get there. But if you've already gone through a few runs, try to aim for 200 health. That's a good point. We're gonna go for this. We're gonna go for shop, even though we don't have 300. I'm hoping to run into another boom. Might not happen. Ooh, we got lucky. We got Curse of Vengeance. Yeah, well, we're gonna go for that. And we're gonna buff something up. Special or cast or aid or wrath. These are all really good options. We're gonna go for Curse of Pain. Not saying the other ones are bad, but just because we use our special so often, this is a good thing to upgrade. There comes to a certain point where it's no longer worth it for us to upgrade it. It's just the damage that we get from this is just much lower compared to everything else. One head spawn. You can kill this other one. Or if you see the head splash, that's when you know he's going to go for an attack, and you want to dodge at that point. Nice.
More heads.
This one's gonna shoot through the beam at us. I'm gonna pick this up. Okay, that's that. We're just gonna charge her. I couldn't dodge his next attack, so I just wanted to charge. I was out of dashes, so I was stuck in a weird spot. Careful, after the first two spawns on his last one, he attack, or on the next few stages, he's gonna slam 3 times if he after he charges you. Oh yeah, I couldn't dodge that. Too close though. Oops. I thought I could get him deal enough damage that he wouldn't shoot everything, but my mistake. Too far out into the lava, so we're just keep slamming it. This one's close. Holy crap, all these waves. Can I get a break, please? This one's also gonna shoot. I mean, I complain that they all shoot waves, but it's not the worst one. Sometimes all of them are ones that shoot lava pools, which is really, really, really tricky. Because if they all shoot lava pools, then you have nowhere to stand. You have nowhere to dodge it. You're gonna take damage from every direction, and it's quite annoying. This is a bit more manageable. Just annoying. And then we're just gonna spin on him, make donuts. Easy peasy. There we go.
We'll have you back here soon enough, I think.
Ooh, I wish I could take that because of death, but we're just gonna go for the treasure trolls. So overall right now, really strong. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Not a bad one. Oh, another hammer. You're usually gonna run into another hammer as soon as you enter Elysium. He's done charging. He has a cooldown period after he charges up for an attack. We're not gonna dash into him this time because I need the extra dash to get away from him. Nice. So we're just gonna spawn kill 2 of them. That's fine. I'm really scared of him charging me. Oh, he just died. Alright. We have Piercing Wave, World Splitter, Cruel Thrust. This is not bad, but I think it's kind of awkward. Cruel Thrust only applies to 1 attack out of 3. So in that case, we're going to go for Piercing Wave. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Gonna take this. So notice how we have this trove tracker. If it disappears, that means we have a trove. That this chamber is capable of troves and arrow, and we can do the trove. Oh my god. Nice. And we got a bottle. Gonna go for Hermes. Oh, I did say that you want ideally 200 health. A Centaur Heart is worth about 125. A Boon is worth about 150. So just by value alone, boons are generally better than hearts. And I'm sure we'll end up with 200 health somehow. So not too worried there. What? He charged me during that? That's not cool. And I thought I was gonna get out of this chamber taking no damage. Unlucky. Oh yeah, kamikaze. Unlucky. 2 more dashes, fine. Rapid cast. We'll take it. Rapid cast with something like Zeus, or just. Do I want 80? I don't really care. Oh, and we have a shot for this. Very tempting. We're just gonna go for more encounters. And I'm gonna show you what happens when you have rapid casts with a cast like Zeus's. Beep. Okay, it's not that impressive. It used to be more impressive. Before it was like a machine gun. It was just like, or a Gallon gun. You do it. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna run away from the action before you dash in. Ooh. If you have an arrow, try to put yourself between a wall. The arrow can't go through walls. Or just some kind of physical barrier. Nice. Ooh, Zeus and Ares. This is exactly what we want. Okay. They're both really annoying to deal with, and I guess Ares is slightly more. In this case, we'll take Zeus. We got Sad Discharge. We're gonna take that. Strike with Zeus, I don't think is that great. Dash with Zeus is fantastic. Oh god. Take out the invulnerability, guys. Invincibility, guys, not invulnerability. My bad. No, can't pick up this cast. Good enough. Curse is good. Urge to Kill is also good, but this is too good. And now all of our waves also deal doom, which is really nice. Oh, I don't know, for some reason I thought that was my attack, and I was like, yes, it won't deal any damage. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is my attack going this way? Took a bit too much damage, but that's what it is. Nasty Dash is really good. Premium Vintage is also really good. We're going to go for Nasty Dash. The reason that we're going for this Nasty Dash is And we're also going to take Qs. Is we're able to get privileged status. Privileged status means you need to have 2 different types of curses on an enemy, and then you deal extra damage. We're just gonna run away from them. We're gonna run away from them, wait for them to explode, and then pick up our casts. And that'll be our general playstyle against these kamikaze ones. No reason for us to fight them head on. Now, when they mix in these respawn guys, that's when it gets a little annoying, but we'll deal with it to the best of our, oh my god. I was gonna say deal with it to the best of our abilities. Guess I can't deal with it. I'm gonna slam into these big guys. I'm gonna just use wrath right here. In the midst of all of them. Okay, that was awkward. We're gonna take encounter. An encounter in Elysium means that you're always offered Death Defiance, which is very valuable. It's worth about 250. It's more valuable than I think. It's not more valuable than anything else, but it's quite good. And this is the last Centaur Heart that we need. Keep in mind though, your casts do not destroy these projectiles. You have to either attack or special. It's gonna gain some distance. It's really annoying. Oh, we got it. We got us. The Wrath. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Restore health and take that. And now we go into the market, hoping to find some more health. Perfect. Excellent. Alright, so in this case we're just going to look to just sit on them to the best of our abilities. So once we get the Nasty Dash and the curses on them and the dooms on them, we're going to play around the pillars for a little bit because they can't hit through the pillars. But other than that, mostly just going to sit on them. The reason I'm going for Theseus is just because he has less health. Simple as that. Not saying he's easy or anything else, but if we can kill him through a stage 2, I find this a little bit to be just a little bit easier. Once we have our, oh god, too much damage. And now that we have enhanced, kill him here. Where's the bull? Wait, he was hiding from me? I called cheats. And since it's a one-on-one situation, we're looking to play around pillars. Wait, he hit me through that. Axe. He hit me through the pillar. Whatever.
I guess I win this round.
So, what did the champions?
I guess word travels fast. So close. Here.
Upwards and onwards. So the reason I'm destroying all these is sometimes there's gold, sometimes they're not. But because the gold vases in this particular stage are so tiny, it's really hard for me to see. We could go for this, but yeah. Oh my god, that's so much damage. 50 plus 50. Oh wow, that's a lot too. That's plus 60. I'm gonna go for this since we're special and since we're attacking so much. In this case, we're gonna go for 8. If I'm going for 8, that's me admitting that I'm going to take a lot of damage, but I'm okay with taking a lot of damage because I'm just going to special. Need to get to the fountain.
It's no use.
this here? No? I got
Takes you, sort of.
Let me kill this guy, big guy first. Oh, I just can't dodge everything. Alright, plan B. Gonna fight around these pillars so that we can avoid the chainsaws of death. The sovereign.
Olympus, I accept this message.
We could take Heaven's Vengeance, and that would open us up to the duels, or we take Cloud of Judgment. Both are really good. And we're not guaranteed the duels either. But I really want to try it. Which one to take? Heavens or Cloud of Judgment? We'll go with Cloud of Judgment.
I accept this gift.
Our wrath is quite strong. We're gonna change this. We don't need
It's
that.
mine.
Heart is fine. I'd rather get another boom. Perfect. Ooh. That was another piece of death. Oh well. No, these are all good. No reason for us to take anything out. Oh, well, this is lucky. Got it. Oh, this is so good, but we're gonna take advantage.
This means war.
So basically, what happens is, every 3.5 seconds, this is going to activate. Also, oh no, wait, just this. Oh wow, we got this without having to take the other curse curse. It's quite nice. We're gonna change this.
Not what I need right now.
Perfect.
Should check this way.
We could just go in at this point since we already have a sack, but I feel that I'm just a little too weak. I just want to augment a few more things, and then we should be good. How much is this do damage? Oh, 110. It's pretty good. How did they end up over there? Oh wow, he attacked in that state. He did too. Okay.
Can be my blade.
I'm just gonna charge them. Charging again. Again. Alright. Ooh, Sea Storm. This would only apply on our charge, on our wrath, but we'll take it.
Thunder and lightning.
It's good enough. And then as soon as we charge, that'll also apply.
Go back to Satos and get out of here.
Ooh, do we want to augment or do we want that?
Should be
We'll augment.
useful.
Impending doom. So basically, everything, all our attacks and our specials deal its damage times 2,
Let's see here.
which is really, really nice. We already have positive outlook, so there ain't much that we want from here. We're gonna alter
Change
this.
of plan.
Well, more health is good. Or we could just go fight the boss right now. What do we want? We'll play it on the safe side.
No thanks. No use.
There we go. Oh no, I pushed him into the guillotine. That's gonna hurt. No, I'm just gonna charge there, just to collect our casts. Gonna charge again. What? This is just a little bad because we don't have enough health. Oh well. Okay.
Back I go.
I was just going to go for the boss right after that one, but because we have so little health, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna go into this chamber.
How
Let's see if we can get a
another?
boon. Okay, just more health. We're gonna rush into this chamber and we're gonna look for something to heal us up. Not necessarily chambers, but if chambers are what it takes, we'll take them. That's not good. Alright. So far so good.
Vermin.
We're gonna purposely walk over this with our wrath on so that we can do the same again. So we can trigger the traps. Okay. No more healing. No more gold. Okay. Unlucky. We'll just have to go through with this. I was hoping to get
No Cerberus.
just a little bit more healing, but
Lost has them.
we'll take what we can get.
Thanks, boy. Crisp, cold air.
No matter how many times.
Alright, so just gonna have to take this more carefully. Not as much rush in. Okay, whenever he spins, just try to rule out how many. That was a bad example, but just try to rule out how many places he can go, and go in the opposite direction. Sounds easy, but I'm trying to think of a better way to explain it. Essentially, if he spins, he should be spinning at you at the current point in time, or where you were. So you want to go opposite to that, as best as you can. We're gonna get the double curse on him, and then we're just going to Wrath. Gonna kill this guy. Oh boy, taking a lot of damage. Just need a breather. Wow, he got me from there. We're gonna make him enter this second stage, and we'll just have to try to play this part better. We're gonna go for him right here because he's going to send out a wave. This way we dodge the wave and also anything that possible. Oh shit, I thought my timer ended faster. Oh well, this is fine. Jeez. Okay. There's gonna be a wave coming from the bottom left corner. Couldn't dodge it either. That's unfortunate. We're gonna send the double privilege status on him, then we're gonna spin. Got it. Really slow, but at least we got him.
Is no escape.
So yeah, that's gonna be it for this run. I'm sorry I played it so sloppy. I'll try to do better next time. And that's gonna be it for me. So this is Sturgis, full VOD run through with the new SuperStar update. I hope y'all managed to, or I hope this VOD is helpful in some way, and it inspires you to do certain things differently or more efficiently in your own runs. That's gonna be it from me. I wish the rest of y'all the best of luck in your future runs.
I'll make it.